Let's talk marketing.
Today we're going to talk about how to optimize your Google My Business profile and what data we can track from it. Step one in optimizing your Google My Business profile is to make sure all the information is correct. You're going to want to make sure your hours are right, the address, any of the services that you offer, any information that's on there. Sometimes Google will go through and edit the information, update it, and some of the information won't be right. So you want to make sure that it's all correct. Step two is optimizing your business description. You're going to want to make sure it's robust. It tells a little bit about your business, what you do, why you do it, and any other information that you can think of, and also that people might be searching or ask you about when they call or come in your store. Then you're going to want to go through and make sure that you're in the right categories. Google will allow you to pick quite a few categories, and you're going to want to make sure that you pick as many as you can for all of the products you offer or the services that you do. That part's important for you to show up when people search for what you do but don't know your name. Then you're going to want to make sure you go through and add photos, your logo, the front of your building so they know what to look for when they come to your store. And also as you're taking pictures of your products or inside of your location, you're going to want to make sure that your geolocation services are turned on your phone or your camera. That way Google, for SEO purposes, when somebody searches near me, can make sure that those pictures are attached to that search. Then you're going to want to go through and enable Q&A. Q&A is where someone can go on and ask you a question and you can answer it. People will often use this ongoing as a way to optimize their Google My Business profile by putting in a question from another profile about a service that they do and answering that using keywords that people search. This is a pretty common tactic. Then you're going to want to go through and feature your products or services. Google has a button, Edit Product or Service, when you're going and building your Google My Business profile that will allow you to go in and add products and services that you offer. One thing I will say is that if there's a service that you offer that they don't have, you can put in custom wording. Make sure you do that. Make sure that you put in specifically what you do so when somebody is searching for it, you'll come up. Then you're going to want to go through and enable messaging. You're going to want someone to be able to contact you when they have a question about what you do or your availability. This practice really started during COVID when everything was shut down. People started using Google My Business like they would a Facebook or Instagram page. Then you're going to want to go through and you're going to post on your Google My Business profile like you would your Facebook page. I know I hear a lot, I didn't know you could post on Google My Business. Yes, you can. And the more you post and the more you update it, the higher up the ranking you'll be. Now we're going to get into the data you can track and why it's important. Google My Business allows you to track a few different metrics which are really important to see what people are looking for, and they're actually important to be able to identify if certain marketing strategies are working. The first one is direction requests. This really only applies if you have a business that people come to. Let's say you're a car dealer or a coffee shop or something like that. When you have foot traffic, you're going to want to see how many people heard about you, thought about you, saw you somewhere, whatever that might be, and looked up how to get to your place. This piece of data is going to be important when you're doing marketing tactics that don't have a lot of digital tracking components, like TV, radio, direct mail, things like that. Number two is phone calls. You're going to be able to go on and track how many calls you had that month in relation to the month before, in relation to that month the year prior. Since phone calls are generally one of the highest converting leads for our clients, this particular metric is important. Number three, total actions. This is somebody reaching out for you for a message, someone calling you, someone getting directions, someone clicking on something to do with your profile. That is a total action. You'll be able to track that again month over month, year over year, things like that. And the fourth one, the last one, is total searches. This one is a bit more robust because there are a couple different ways that it can come up via search. What I mean by that is you can show up when somebody is searching for you by name, and you can also show up in the map section when somebody searches for you by what you do. The reason why you want to know the difference is, let's say you're running a radio campaign or a TV campaign. This allows you to go in and track how successful your radio or TV campaign is when there aren't a lot of digital tracking components available. On the flip side, when somebody is searching for the services that you do, this is really an understanding of how optimized your Google My Business profile is and how it is in relation to your competitors. Since they both have such different behavior driving each data piece, it's important to be able to look at these individually. But these are really going to be able to tell you how your marketing is doing and what you need to focus or improve on. I'm Jerrod from Underground, and we just went over how to track and optimize your Google My Business profile. Click the like or follow button for any more content and information like this, or reach out to us directly if you have a question.